One. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Total Party Chaos Phantom Kingdom. My name is Billy, and I'm joined by this great cast of people. You know them. They've been here forever. We finally have the full team back. So everybody just take a moment and you know, be really happy or sad or whatever you feel. I'm here for you. So, all right. Getting into it. I'm not going to do... You know what? I've done the recap way goddamn too many times. You all go watch the episode. Go back, go check it out. I'm going to do a real quick one, but you guys got this. I believe in you.
Need a recap.
We're going to get small. It's a small recap. It's going to be small because there's so much. But last episode they did jump into investigating the Morgus Academy after infiltrating with the two school uniforms they had and the professor uniform. Well, I guess we'll kind of illustrate what they did with that. Whitaker ended up getting to the front of the lecture and going on stage to talk to the headmaster, figuring out that his position getting hired on as the professor was to head up one of the classes. The last thing that happened to Whitaker as we ended the episode is Whitaker got pulled into a classroom by one of the professors, specifically Professor Tessa, citing, "I know you, you're from the Khaos Krew." The other two were making their way as they both got different uniforms for different houses in the class. Blair, you ended up getting a full yellow uniform and joining your class as they were all sitting quietly and respectfully listening to the lecture, meeting their head of their class, Monica, who is a very happy, soulful little young lady. Marlon, you ended up joining your class with the orange and blue robes. Future Billy, if you want to edit in the name of those things, that would be fantastic. But after a few run-ins with a few different students, you guys met Terry LaPotter. After talking with Terry for a little while, realizing that Terry was a little upset that the exhibition of the annual exhibition was canceled this year due to a death last year. After him getting pulled into the headmaster's office, Marlon, you were also pulled in there, finding out that Terry was not only upset about it, but threatening the headmaster's job with his little outburst of anger. After they went back and forth, you left, you rejoined your friends back in the hallway, and we're picking up right about there. One other big key element is you son of a bitch, you detected magic last episode, and I gave you a long list of what the magic was. I'm not gonna re-fucking state that, because you know what? Either go back and watch it, or I hope you have it in your notes, because that threw me for a spin last time.
Might have put it in my notes.
Good.
It might be there. I use index cards for my notes.
Great. Really good. Did not expect Detect Magic. Got me on a lot of different schools, so I respect you for it. But the last piece that I will give you is, weirdly enough, Fizzo, who hired you for this entire investigation to find the shroud, which was the item that you've been looking for inside of the school, could contact you. After he told you he wouldn't be able to contact you once you entered the school, even giving you a sending stone, weirdly enough, he was able to contact you immediately after you guys started this. So, picking back right off, Flair, Marlon, you're back in the hallway right outside the headmaster's office. Whitaker, you've been pulled right outside, or inside, one of the empty classrooms as one of the teachers is talking to you. We're gonna start with Whitaker. Go back for one moment. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna need something a little bit better, like that.
Yeah.
As she pulls you into the classroom, Professor Tessa looks at you with like more of a suspicious stare, as the last sentence she just ended was, I know you. You're from the Khaos Krew, aren't you?
I know not what you speak of.
Roll me a deception check at disadvantage for sure as we start this episode.
Disadvantage. Okay. First one was a 17.
Okay.
Second one was an 18 for total 17.
Ooh, strong start, strong start.
What a
Nice.
start indeed.
That's right. Right. The trick is he's senile. He doesn't know what she's talking about. Truth tellings.
She looks at you for a moment up and down as she kind of gets a little bit closer, like almost uncomfortably eyeing you as she looks and goes, "Are you sure? I'm pretty
Yes.
positive." She backs away for a second. Well, the only reason I pulled you is because I wouldn't understand why a guild would be investigating somewhere like this, or why a guild would even be on campus.
Yes, it's quite suspicious, isn't it? I, too, am quite confused as to why you think there's a guild searching for things on the premises when this is a school.
Huh.
Please enlighten me. Tell me more.
I don't know if well, you know what, this is my mistake. I'm gonna go. I'm sorry. And her face kind of lights up flush red, and she looks at you and goes, I thought you were part of a guild, and that was my mistake. And she starts like backing up and starts heading to the door, even though she pulled you into it.
What made you think I was part of this, Khaos Krew, as you call it?
She looks for a minute, and she goes, "Did I say Chaos Krew? I'm sorry. I just meant
Yes.
guild. I apologize. It's
Nope,
the first one that came to
you were
mind."
quite specific, yes.
Um,
Devil in the details, and you gave quite a few.
she looks at you, kind of looking for her out in the conversation, and she goes back and goes, that's one of the most common names I've been hearing around the town lately. I know a lot of people have been talking about the Chaos Krew and their endear endeavors. So I just immediately, when I thought guild, I thought the Chaos Krew.
Oh, yes, they're a natural. They should really be quite a gold guild, yes, but I hear they're just silver, which is a mistake on the part of persons who make decisions, and I think it should be changed. But that's just me. But still, why do you think a guild is on the premises?
I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Holy fuck. Oh boy, that's a 10.
She looks at you for a moment, and as she's just like eyeing you, she goes, "Oh, no reason at all, actually. I just sorry for even bringing it up. I'm gonna go." And she immediately starts running to the door. She pulls the door open and zips as fast as she can out of there.
All right, don't do drugs.
As Professor Tessa leaves you, roll me a perception check.
Okay, that's not a bad modifier. Motherfuck with these rolls. 14.
14. You look down and you see, like, as she kind of walks out the door, you see like what looks like a crushed like black powder as she kind of walked away, like almost like little remnants of it as she kind of walks out and zips past.
Excuse me, miss. We do not shit on the floors. Come here, clean up your mess. Miss.
She is gone. She zipped down the hallway. She is like, she went in the opposite direction, basically where you guys started. She came from like the entrance.
What a quick son of a bitch. I'm gonna collect some of that up.
Easy enough. Whitaker, you also have finger guns. Go going back, Marlon and Flair, where are you two at this moment? As you were having the conversation outside of Headmaster's office last time we checked.
I believe we were beginning to go to the student grounds to go and look at the student buildings.
Yeah. Go check out the dorms.
Okay. As you two are kind of making your way down the pathway, not waiting up for Whitaker yet, a green glow emanates from your bag as the top just pops right off. And Hilder, you just come rolling back out from statue form back into normal form with Flair and Marlon.
Do I come rolling out of the bag, or am I just like launched out of it?
You are basically launched out of it. You come flying out of the top.
Oh my goodness!
Mm-hmm.
Can I try and catch her?
Go ahead and roll me an athletics check to hurry up and grab her as she's just falling down.
Oh my gosh.
22.
Oh my gosh.
22. Hilder,
I'm athletic.
she swoops you like full catch style, like both arms out.
What the floop? And I just scramble out of her arms. I don't like being held. What?
Pop you down.
I am here again. Hello. Against my will, I am back. This is a very new experience for me, having to turn into rock and then come back. I've never experienced anything in my life like this. What's happened?
Is anyone around us?
Are we?
Roll me a perception check.
You know it.
We're in school.
What school?
24.
Okay, really quick. I just want to pin this. Literally every single person that has been in this party has said, "What is school?" at one point, and I love it.
What is
and it makes me so happy. But
none of us are educated.
I know, and I love it. I absolutely love it. 24. You do notice there is one prying eye staring your way, but you see as she sees it, she starts bolting like back towards her dorm in a full yellow like outfit, like full canary yellow.
Is it someone that we recognized?
You seen her. I wouldn't say, because no one else rolled the perception check, nobody else would pin who it was. You don't recognize them.
Someone just saw Hilda just pop out. Yellow clothes. Student.
I'll go see. And Flair's gonna kind of like half take off, waiting for like confirmation. Like, am I supposed to go fix this?
It was going so well until this happened, I think. Yes.
Is magic allowed?
I don't know.
Okay, alright. And then I
to be
just stay with Marlon. Yeah, we'll get you a uniform. And I'm gonna go jog after the girl that's just run off.
This has gone so wrong in less than a second. It was going so well as it could be, but now it's bad again. Okay. Where I don't even know what to do anymore. Come and just take her hand, just pull her down the path, trying to. Come on,
keep up.
You can outpace me. This is for my comfort, not you. I can't let you leave me. Come on.
I'm just gonna bolt ahead of him.
Oh.
See, I can run fast too. Keep up. Let's go. Even in full armor. Druids.
Jogging. It's just, I'm not sure that you're supposed to be here. We're in a bit of a situation. I'm sorry.
Catch me up. What's going on? Why am I not supposed to be here? Why are you in the uniform? What is school?
We'll figure out
all the answers right now.
Okay. We are at a school. I am wearing a school uniform that is to convince people that we are going to the school. We're figuring out what school is together. We have been told to do some stuff here, but we're not supposed to be, a guild. We're supposed to pretend to be students. And so there's a bunch of rich children around us doing school things, which I guess is yelling at people and pretending that they didn't kill someone, and
I think I'm missing some foundational pieces here. What is school?
Gesture to the building.
So this building is school?
Is school.
Why are children here?
Because they have money.
Okay, so children with money go to school. We don't know why they're here. They're just in the building.
They have things called there's a headmaster here. So I assume he's gonna teach you about hitting people in the head, because he's probably a master at it. So maybe it's to learn how to survive in the world. They're probably trying to teach people worldly skills. Definitely there's nothing
taxes.
There's nothing there's nothing that is unnecessary here. It's probably how to teach people how to talk well and communicate with others.
Makes sense.
Probably.
Awesome.
But
nothing stupid or useless like algebra or geometry or
those are some big words.
Essential. I wish I now had money to go here. Do they still accept me, or do I have to be a child?
So this is where I'm gonna ask what you want to do, because right now the only reason Flair and I are here is because we're wearing uniforms, so people think we're students. You are not.
Okay.
And so if people see you, they're gonna ask why you're here. They're gonna see me and Flair with you, ask why we're here with you. So
are they disguised? Are you guys disguised right now?
We're wearing I'm wearing, if I remember correctly, a blue and orange, something that does not look in place anywhere else.
You are wearing.
You guys still look like adults if you're playing adult characters.
Yes.
Yep. Okay.
We look like the equivalent of a Mean Girls or High School Musical people. We're they're wearing clothes for children, but
Gotcha. 22 years old and still haven't graduated high school.
22 and pretending to be 16.
Yeah, exactly.
17 again.
But
well, now that I have that essential knowledge, thank you for catching me up. I think probably the best course of action is to I will fall in step and keep up with what you were planning on doing. I don't want to interrupt what you guys already had going on. I'm a fly on the wall.
Well, let me give you an option or two.
Okay.
Elias is outside somewhere in the city. Maybe they went back to the guild hall, or maybe they are at this weird tower thing. But I could give you, and I reach and I pull out a stone, this, and if you squeeze it and talk into it, you'll be talking to the person that is told us to be here at school. And if I remember correctly, they had another uniform. Maybe you could get one. Less people would be weirded out.
That would be awesome. I also have one of those stones, and I pull out my pet rock.
Okay.
It's the same thing?
Not quite. This one you squeeze, and that's what it's meant to do. You probably don't want to squeeze that one. Oh, there we go. But this one you can.
You hear a little squeal.
Marlon, as you're explaining this, and as Hilder, you squeeze the rock, even without holding that sending stone, this is not coming from the sending stone, but you hear in your head and go, what? Oh, this is when Hildur pops out. Wow! As you hear directly in your head, Marlin, like, goes, I've never seen this like happen out like, personally. I've never been involved in this event before.
I'm planning on sending her your way. Guy in the tower is now talking.
Elias? You talking to Elias right now?
Not Elias, different, another person.
Oh,
Shorter
guy
person.
in the tower.
Not that bonehead. I am Fizz. Tell her I am Fizzo.
He's fizzed. He
is that a condition or is that his name?
Probably both. He is in a tower, talking to me right now, although you can't hear. The stone is how to talk back if he's currently not talking to you. So, I know you can hear me because you were talking. If Elias is still there, sending Hildur to help, maybe?
Do you want me to go help or do you want me to stay here and help?
Well, if you go there, then you could grab a uniform and come back if need be.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, I will go do that.
It's all supposed to be like low key. Can you
low
talk
key.
to Hildur, Fizzo?
Oh yeah, I could talk to Hildur, even though you got my name wrong the first time and insulted me profusely. Yes.
You've done nothing but insult me for the past ever since you've been in my head. So I felt like it was like a 1 to 37 type of game. So
you had one task and you didn't do it, and I watched you not do it. So
please let me do it on my own time. Give me some time. I'm gonna go help Flair.
Give Marlin time. He is a nice boy. Just be patient with him. We all are patient.
I'm gonna go help Flair. Maybe she's probably already done it herself. But then I'll be doing some other stuff where people won't get hurt. Help Hildur, and she'll help you.
I'm going to jump around a little bit here because I know we have a lot of people. So while you two are talking, before I jump over to the other two, Flair, you are chasing after this person in the yellow robe.
Very, very, very. It doesn't look like I'm chasing her. I want to make that very clear. Because Flair can look like she's hunting someone. So this is like a very jog after, you know.
You jog all the way over to the farthest dorm.
Hey! Did I catch up to her or?
You do you make she goes into a building before you're able to catch up to her. You see on the top of it, it is House Pointel. Like the building is all canary yellow, and on top of it is that same squid that is on your guys's on your robe, and the door kind of shuts behind her as she just bolted inside.
Open it back up again and see if I can spot her.
Make me a perception check as you enter the building.
11.
I will say one thing that does catch your eye is out of all of the people that you see lined up in House Pointel, you do see one kind of far off, near the fireplace at the far end of the hall, kind of breathing a little heavier than the rest of them. But everybody else is still just in mid conversation, kind of talking back and forth.
I saddle up to the side of of the one that's huffing. I'm guessing once I get up to her, I kind of recognize it. I was just I'm like, hey,
hey there.
That was cool. Hey,
how are you settling in so far?
Great. That was cool. What just happened? Hey,
what just happened? As Monica's face is just flush red right now. What happened?
Just a magic exploded out of my backpack, but it's all fine now.
Oh, okay. Well, that's cool. Thanks for telling me about that. I really appreciate it.
Are you okay? Are
Uh,
we okay?
yeah, roll me an insight check for sure on this.
Oh. 17.
17. She looks very, very scared of like whatever she just seen out there. She's like, yeah, I mean it's fine. I'm fine. Like we're fine. It's fine.
I really didn't mean to scare you. That's not what I wanted. If you have any questions, I'm happy to answer them. I don't want to jeopardize my place at the school. You know?
She looks at you and kind of just lets out a. I'm sorry. I don't know what form of magic that was, and I've never seen that on campus before. So, are you trying to? I know there's been people before that have done not great things here. You wouldn't happen to be one of them, would you? And she says very nervously,
Me and my family are cursed.
"Oh, cool.
So just every now and again, non-harmless effects happen that are just like big and bright and attention-grabbing.
Like,
I'll try and keep it under wraps, you know?
yeah, does that ever, like, hurt people?
No.
Oh, okay.
It only happens to us, you know?
Were you... I don't mean to blame, and I don't wanna ask, sound like I'm shifting any,
Ask.
She, like, pulls you over to the side, like, motions you to come over a little bit and come, like, closer. She goes, were you the reason that the barrier went down?
What barrier?
The barrier around the school.
I don't know anything about the barrier around the school.
Are you sure it wasn't you? She looks more nervous.
Flair's like, I didn't even know there was a barrier at the school.
Yeah, we practice a lot of dangerous things around here, so there's a barrier that casts the spell Spare the Dying on everybody here to make sure people, you know, don't die on campus.
That's so safe.
Well, it was, until it went down about an hour ago.
Happen? I don't know anything about it, I promise.
Well, I hope I can trust you. This hasn't happened in a long time, and last time it happened, bad things happened, and I just don't really want to be a part of this. So I'm, you know, I just kind of want to keep quiet and keep doing my duty here, if that's fine.
Yeah, that sounds good. Keep quiet.
Okay. Well, it was nice seeing you, and I promise I won't tell anybody about the person that jumped out of your bag.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. I hope to see you at the lecture tomorrow.
You will.
Okay. And Monica quietly starts stepping closer to, like, her door, where her dorm room is, and opens it, like, staring at you, but, like, pushes the door back with her back and, like, backs into her room and slowly...
Blair has not broken eye contact.
She is mortified. This girl is not okay. She shuts the door, and you hear the lock directly after.
I want to walk past the door and, like, scrape my nails down it and then make my way out the dorms.
You hear immediately, it's like from the other side, as you also hear like a pushing of something like against the door. and that ends it. As everybody else is like kind of looking at you, as they just seen their like leader of their house like close the door awkwardly, and leaving you back to your own devices.
I very confidently walk out the door like that's exactly what was happening.
Chat redeemed mystery gift. I want to do this a little differently this time. Blair, in your possession, as you are kind of walking a little bit more forward, the curse that is afflicted amongst your group, in your hand appears a scroll.
A scroll?
A scroll.
And I open the scroll. I wait until I leave the dorm, and I'm going to try and find Marlin again.
Okay, easy enough.
But as soon as I'm outside, I will open it.
Got it. And Hilder, you have fate. Elias, you have finger guns. Speaking of Elias, let's get to the front of the school. Elias, you are making your way onto campus. In front of you are, like, you're past these giant black iron gates at this point. On the top of it, it said Morgus Academy, School of the Gifted Casters. And as you kind of enter and make your way along the, like, really sanded down cobblestone path, you head up to a set of stairs and two massive wooden doors that are already pretty open. Like, they're not shut, they're open. A little bit ahead of you, there's another set of doors. Those ones are shut, but along the floor, you see tiled floor that kind of goes around with brown brick walls lining. As you go to make your way a little bit forward, I would say, just to rush things along a little bit, as you step onto into the school, you do notice Whitaker in a professor uniform down, like, exiting this door that looks like a classroom. I will also say, above said door is the name of it looks like it had a professor's name on it. It looks like the professor's name has been peeled off. So you just see professor above it.
I just wave to Whitaker. And like, is there any like students or anybody like walking through the halls, or is it just like awkwardly just Whitaker and I?
You definitely notice. You do notice one like little group of students in green and purple uniforms kind of walking by you, and one of them walks by you and goes, "Hey, are you like a student here or something?"
Are you?
Yeah. Do you see the uniforms we're wearing? I don't think we got this at a thrift shop. Nice, Ted. And they high five.
Actually, you should feel really bad about that. I'm colorblind, so just you all are wearing the same pattern to me.
Oh, like for reals?
Yeah, that's why I'm here. I was told a professor could cure my colorblindness.
Oh. So we're gonna go.
Hang on. When does is today like the first day?
Yeah, you didn't see like the big orientation balloons that said orientation on the outside?
I can't read. I'm actually I that's what another reason why I'm here. So when do classes start? Is enrollment still open?
Tad, be real mindful of what you say next. Yeah, no, I'm trying, man. I really don't know what sentences to say that. Yes, orientation is today. Yes.
Enrollment's still open.
Yes.
And so you all are wearing the same pattern. I'm assuming they're different colors. How many different colors are there?
There are one of them like chimes in and goes, "Well, there's like a whole spectrum. I mean, there's like blue, green,
No,
red,
I meant
orange."
like the like for the school, like
Oh yeah. So we have like 3 houses. There's like House Venito. They have orange and blue. It's led by Terry the Potter. He's pretty chill dude sometimes until he gets real intense. And then there's the green and purple house. We are the House Navas. We have the ferret, and he points to the ferret, goes, "Ferret power," and the other one goes, "Ferret power, hell yeah." So like we're the ferrets.
that was the coolest shit I've ever seen in my entire life.
We practice. So that's us, and then there's House Pointel, which is all canary yellow. Oh shit! I mean, like, I don't know how your
No, I know
work.
what colors, like I know like orange and yellow. I just can't see them, so like I've never seen them, but I know the word.
Yeah, no, for sure. So then there's that one. They have a squid on their lapel, and then
They have a fucking squid.
they have a fucking squid. It's pretty
Losers.
cool. Yeah, I know.
I think that ferrets. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Ferret power, dude. I know we've said it
Ferret
for a
power,
while.
man.
It's pretty fucking.
How do
awesome.
I join your guys'
He points down over at the head at Whitaker, who's walking out of the classroom, and goes, "That's our fucking dean right over there. Like he's the one that kind of signs up
that's
people."
the guy.
Yeah, that's
Oh my
right
god.
over there. Yeah, he's pretty fucking
Is he, like-
intense though.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, dude. Like we were like making jokes, and he was like, "Oh, like I'm gonna skin you alive" or something like that. So like all of us have been kind of like, we don't really we kind of avoid him if we can. Oh shit, Taddy's coming. All right, yeah, no. So yeah, we're gonna get out of here.
Thanks,
but I wanna
guys.
talk to him. Yeah.
Ferret power.
Yeah, fucking ferret power. And then they both
Yeah.
like make their way, hoo-ha, down the hallway.
I'm not gonna say that actually. I just turn around to Whitaker and I go, "What the fuck is going on?"
Are the kids still within earshot?
No, they're pretty down the hallway at this point. You do smell like a pretty like staunchy smell as like they're starting to get around the corner. And you see smoke coming from around the corner as well. But they're gone. They're gone.
I want to make it very clear, Elias. I fucking hate it here.
Yeah, I'm kind of getting. I agree.
Did I see... My eyes not what they used to be. Did I see someone do something like this?
You're Dean of the Ferrets, dude.
That's a ferret thing? Oh, God, I'm
Ferret
gonna hit
power.
a counter. Oh, God.
How do I enroll in your class, Professor?
I wouldn't. I wouldn't.
Okay.
Save yourself. This has been hell. Also, I think someone's onto us. I had
Who?
a professor pull me in a room despite my amazing disguise. And they said they know the Khaos Krew is here. Or they thought I was a part of the Khaos Krew. You know.
Why don't... Okay. So, obviously I'm late to the show.
Yes.
I'm not in uniform, Professor, sir.
Yes.
I whisper in your ear, I am part of the Khaos Krew. So why don't I just go talk to that professor lady? Because I'm not in uniform, so I'll just be like, hey, security. Khaos Krew's doing security for the school.
Hey, that's not a bad idea. It might throw her off my scent, because, again, I'm a master of disguises.
Yep. How about you bring me to her as if you caught me red-handed?
That's why... Oh, you do science-y things, right? With, like, vials and bullshit?
Yeah, I can make meth.
Yeah, I found... Well, we should talk about that. I found... Well, this could be meth. I have a mysterious black powder I'm just holding in my hands.
I take out a glove and I put a glove on. And I go, you probably shouldn't be holding that if it's mysterious.
Yes. Well, it came... Let me use my words very carefully here. It came out of the woman. As she left the professor in question that thought I was who I am. She left the room, and then this was left behind. So I assume here.
Give.
Yes.
Can I make a
black powder?
Can I rub it between my fingers and figure out what it is?
Billy, I'm sure whatever you're saying is like
damn
the
it,
most
great.
amazing
It's great.
thing.
We're gonna get there.
Amazing.
We're gonna get there.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is. There's not a lot of it. So if you mess this roll up, it absolutely will use all of it. You will have nothing left.
That's fine. I trust my dice.
Go ahead and roll me an Arcana check.
Arcana, Jesus. Not alchemy? Not at all?
If there's anything from alchemy, absolutely. You can go alchemy. I'm cool with it.
That's okay. I rolled a 16 plus 0 for Arcana.
A 16. You look at it, kind of like rubbing it in between your fingers, trying to figure out what it is. You do figure it out. This is a crushed black pearl. So whatever it is, it looks like it's already been crushed. But it is the remnants of a black pearl. Black pearls are very expensive. You even pooling all of the money together that you guys have with the Khaos Krew, you wouldn't be able to afford this.
And I don't have this in my possession anymore. I used it all to discern what it is.
To discern what it is, absolutely.
Okay. I dust it off my hands. Whitaker, what do you know about spellcasting?
I know a little bit of the higgity-figgity.
Actually, I'm sorry, Professor. Remind me your name.
Oh, yes. Oh.
I am Stitchville Dolomite Barnaby III, first of his name, collector of curios and curiosities. Yes.
Can I call you Barbs?
I will hurt you.
Alright. Anyways. So, Professor, since you are so knowledgeable on the higgity-figgity.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure this was used as a spell component.
Oh. Well, son of a bitch. Okay, so recap.
I need you feeling higgity-figgity?
Yes. I don't know. Do I feel weird, DM?
Just personal check real quick.
You do not. You do not feel weird.
I got all my giblets.
You do have all your giblets.
Do I see like anything like weird?
No. You
with Professor Barbs?
It looks perfectly fine.
Okay, so I feel fine, but I'm sure she did something suspicious on her way out, and that's why she pooped the powder, as one does. And so, recap, I need to punch a student for doing a weird ferret thing, because we'll not let that go.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't let that get around. I think all the other houses will make fun of you.
Yes, these children, they have no future. It's okay.
Yeah.
And I need to kill a professor. So that's...
How about I handle the professor?
Oh.
You go beat a child.
Ooh, I like this. Yes. Divide and conquer, as they say. Is anyone around us yet?
Nobody is around at the moment. But roll me a perception check.
Can I get in on this?
Absolutely.
The chaos dice shall reveal.
Fuck, 10.
I rolled. Sorry. Continue.
No, go ahead. Which roll?
I rolled a 12.
Neither of you hear anything. You're good.
God damn it.
Around... I will say, as you guys are talking, though, you do hear... I was coming in to check on the both of professors, as you see Headmaster Corvus stepping his way around the corner. And he looks at you, Whitaker, and kind of like looks at Elias with like a confused look and goes, hello, I don't think I have the... I don't think I know who you are. As he...
I'm gonna stick out my hand immediately. My name's Elias Whitlock.
He shakes his hand. Hello, Elias Whitlock.
Yes, Headmaster, this is a gentleman who is well-versed in all things security, securitas, and securito.
Security.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know if you've heard of the guild, the Khaos Krew. They're new to town. They're a silver guild. We are looking to do security work if you need any. Also, if you don't, this is a personal plug. I teach alchemy. If you need that at all. If not, I was just catching up with my good friend Professor Barbs, checking in, seeing how orientation is going. If not, I can be on my way.
I'm gonna need you to roll me a persuasion check for sure on the I teach alchemy.
Yeah.
I literally, through that entire sentence of everything both of you have said, I was trying to count how many rolls I was gonna need for every single thing, and then I just, you covered it. You got this. You're good.
15.
15.
10 plus 5. Oh, just kidding. That's a 16. 16 plus 5. Sorry.
This older tabaxi man.
Oh my god, he's a cat person?
He is
okay,
a cat
hang
person.
on. I gotta put that in my notes.
This older tabaxi, black, just for everybody this time too, black and gray furred tabaxi, long red robes, standing about 5'6", and the fur that is gray is the part that would resemble a beard, as it's really puffy around his face. As he looks at the both of you, he goes, "Well, I can easily say I am in a need of teachers lately, so, Barnaby, if you vouch for this person, I can take you both to the office and we can discuss what I would need from the two of you."
Yes, I can vouch on Mr. Whitlock's personal skills. Just a moment ago, I put him to the test and gave him a residual spell component, and to see if he could identify it, and he correctly identified it as a black pearl. Pop quiz, he passed with flying colors, and I think he would be a good addition to the school.
Why do you have a black pearl when he
found it in the hallway.
Yes.
Maybe you do need security, sir.
I do not need security or any kind of security in my building.
Why are you questioning your own school spell components?
I am just figuring out what you have found. That is it.
Oh,
Let's go.
Yeah, it was just crap. It was in the corner with the rats.
It was quite mysteriously left on the ground. Of course, I identified it immediately as the professor of curios and curiosities that I am.
Just pat you on the back.
Yes. Ooh. Ooh, frisky.
Barnaby's very talented. Known him my whole life.
Yes. Admire whatever relationship you both have, but if you don't mind, I would like to take both of you to the office to tell you a little bit about what is going on. And he eyes you, Whitaker, as like a crow kind of flies in and drops 5 gold because chat did wild magic. And he goes, money birds, I hear they're very,
they're getting very popular.
They are very prominent this time of year.
Yes. Yes, my favorite bod band.
Neato. I listen to some of that electric stuff on the weekends, but let's no time to dilly-dally if we can. And
yes.
He starts guiding you. He looks a little bit more at the mention of Black Pearl, his face contorted a little bit, but he hid it pretty well. But there was a moment of like unease on his face as the three of you start heading back to the office. Going back to Hilder, Marlin, and Flair, as you guys are standing outside of the dorms, basically on the pathway that separates the school from the dorms. What do you do?
I think I should probably make my way back to Whitaker. You said in the direction of the tower. That would be where I get my uniform. Right?
I said Elias, not Whitaker. Elias. Whitaker is somewhere around here.
Whitaker isn't with Elias, as far as you know. He's just off on his own.
Elias didn't come in.
Just been hanging out outside, right?
Should be somewhere out there by the tower. And so just basically, if you wanted to be in here, it'd be safer for not just you, but Flair and myself to be in a uniform.
Think that we could find a uniform here? Like if we if we could find one.
Wouldn't the uniforms here be attached to children?
I'm sure there's a uniform shop, right, where they had to get them from, or you reckon they make them for each one? It's not customized. It's not like this fits me. And Flair kind of turns around with a big robe on.
Mm-hmm.
That looks great on you, Flair. Don't they normally just sew a whole bunch for children?
That's what I thought, right?
Yeah, but so why would they be saying so over and over again how expensive their stuff is and how rich they are if these things were going to be in our price range? These things
don't have any money. Maybe we can steal one off of a child.
One? Yes, or just steal one.
That's true too.
Sure, yeah.
But that doesn't have to be from. I mean, child is easier.
Child crime, yeah.
They scream a lot though if you try to take things from them.
Wait till everyone's asleep.
Okay.
We could do that.
How?
Hide out.
I need to make this very clear to all of you right now. It is 4:30. If there was a time, and that is the only thing I'm going to make clear to you guys. But absolutely, go do anything else.
Go on. I will ask for one thing. Is the workday similar to what we would normally see as a conventional workday?
Yeah, you would.
Okay. We have about half an hour to wait until I'm doing my nefarious things. So that is half an hour to get a robe for them. Yeah.
Have we noticed, because it follows like conventional like working hours, if the kids have like gotten back from classes? Are they making their way towards dinner? Because we're hanging out near the dorms. I can imagine like if it's after classes, we'd probably be seeing quite a few kids.
So noticing kind of how it is right now, a lot of the students have already made their way back to the dorms. The campus is pretty empty besides the dorms are kind of lit up right now. They had their lecture. I'm going to say that Marlon explained a little bit of this when you guys had we're talking. But they just got out of the orientation lecture and everybody left the main school to head back to the dorms after the lecture. So nobody besides maybe a few stragglers are walking around the school right now. Most of the people are in their assigned dorms at the moment.
Okay. Mm-hmm. I think at this point, stealing one would be the best course of action. Whether that is from a student or breaking into wherever they have the uniforms. I mean, I can.
Is there like an admin office or there was a map, wasn't there?
There is.
If I can avoid talking to an administrator. Sorry, go ahead.
Marlon, roll me. I'm not gonna do that. Marlon, you recall going into the headmaster's office for a moment. He did have a chest labeled uniforms, and however, whatever was on the inside of that, you don't know. But he did have a big, giant, chest that was lined up for it.
Half an hour on our way.
The headmaster, the person who I'm going to be going into the office of anyway, has a chest in it that is labeled uniforms. We do not need to possibly beat up a child, unless if that's what you're aiming for.
If you get the uniform first, then we can decide.
If you need to afterwards, get the whole experience, I guess. No.
I'm fine checking out this chest and going with you. That seems like the easiest course of action.
So, forgive me, I was planning on making it a little bit harder on myself. I was going to and maybe I could do it now. Head into the headmaster's office as a bug where I can just go beneath the door, get out of bug, get what is needed, rebug, and then leave.
Well, if Whitaker is a professor here, could he not help us out? Could he not
Whitaker's a little.
unlock doors?
I think
Whitaker's
we're
got
just
his
being
own thing.
stealthy.
Yeah,
No?
Whitaker's got his own thing that he's needing to worry. Same with you, actually, Flair. The shroud.
Yeah. I gotta
So-
find that. Hilda, that's what we're gonna do. We're
mm,
gonna go find a shroud.
What is a shroud?
I don't
Like a curtain?
I saw a
Uh,
picture of it, I think.
I thought a shroud was like a small, like, cape-esque thing.
Is that the vibe I'm getting from the
What-
picture I saw?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
definitely like the one thing that
It's
is
like a bit of fabric.
it's very translucent.
Okay.
Like it almost looks like light could just like go through one side, but the picture you did see, Flair, didn't look like it would come out the other side. But it was like a rough sketch more than anything.
Okie dokie.
Should I get the uniform first before we go get the shroud?
Yeah. Yeah, probably. Maybe. Wait.
How? Okay, I'm trying to remember. How large is my uniform?
I would say it actually weirdly enough fits you a little snug. Like not comfortably this is your uniform, but a little snugger than normal.
Okay, Hilda is bigger than me, so it wouldn't work for that.
I don't think that would fit. No offense.
No,
I-
none taken. I'm not as. I'm very small. As
very large.
that is the better way to put it than you all are quite tall.
Very
but-
tall.
It was just a thought. Forget it. It's not important.
That was a great thought. Ellen.
Thank you.
Great. Good thinking. Good looking out. But I could. Well, Billy, what's the weather like right now?
It's pretty clear skies.
What time of
outside.
day is it? What's the
Uh,
weather?
It's a high school, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah, cool, perfect. I was just like, oh, maybe we could go get drinks on campus, but that's not
Where-
a thing.
Could be a teacher's lounge. You never know.
we could get drinks. just wizard pop, not
That's better than what I was thinking. I was like, yeah, we could just brew up some old fruit in a toilet. Like prison.
College
Anyways.
fist junk. I love it. I would say it's roughly about 4:45 at this point.
And
I'm
what's the weather like?
still sunny, very sunny.
Okay, so it's warm out.
Mhm.
Okay. I was going to say I could wear my cloak. That would be so hot, though. I still could. No, that would look pretty
just-
suspicious.
We only have to
Okay.
lay low for a little bit, just until Marlon gets back.
It's
We
true.
could just.
That's very true.
The thing is,
Alan,
I'm
do
worried.
you-
I'm worried that the second I do what the wizard wanted me to do, that it will out you and Whitaker, Flair, and I want to give you guys the best chance possible.
Marlon, do we know anything about a barrier, a protective barrier around the school?
Yeah. The wizard said that there's a barrier around the school that stops him from talking, but he lied, because he can talk to us.
Well, apparently the barrier's down, but the barrier is what stops people from dying on campus. I thought that you should know that. Monica, the leader of our house, told me she thinks that I'm involved.
And then she thinks that I'm involved too.
I don't think I fixed it, but I don't think that she will tell anyone.
Might be a problem that bites
I-
us in the butt.
Did not activate. I did not touch the orb at all. I just detected magic.
You did. You detected necromancy. You have the list. There was a lot of
Necromancy, evocation, enchantment.
things. You sure did.
Yeah. I didn't get any just feeling in the air as I was walking into the school to go to the headmaster's office to check that. There was no, like, just raw magic in the air.
I would say, you little motherfucker, you used detect magic, and I remembered that duration, and it ended before you had a chance to figure out too much as you went into the headmaster's office, and then you left the headmaster's office. Then you had a lengthy conversation outside of the headmaster's office. So, eat my ass. But...
Detect magic again. Is there anything out now?
Let's go! I'm ready!
I'll use another slot. I don't care.
Go ahead, if you'd like, go ahead.
I am marking off a detect magic slot.
You're gonna use it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I will...
Necromancy is the thing that you were detecting last time with necromancy. It's gone. There is a new location where necromancy is coming from, but it is definitely not the same thing you picked up on last time. But it's not all. You're not getting a lot of all the schools that you got last time. You're not getting all of the, like, the illusion, like, pretty much most of the schools that you picked up on are pretty much gone at this point. I would say the only thing that you pick up on now is you pick up on... Give me just a moment. I'm just gonna see real quickly. Pretend that I'm telling you at this very second.
It's very interesting.
I know, I'm trying.
Wow.
I know. Conjuration. That is the only one that you're picking up on. And that is coming from the headmaster's office.
Oh no. Everything's so bad all the time.
What's wrong?
I think something's happening in the headmaster's office right now. A lot of the magic that was on the school is no longer there. And
Let's go now then, yeah?
This is a problem.
Yeah. Let's go. Uniform will have to wait.
If anything, I'm not concerned. I mean, if we are detecting a problem here, we can just frame it as I am an exterminator of problematic magic. So this is even better in some ways.
If anyone asks,
terrible,
if anyone asks, you're my family.
Your family?
Mm.
We look nothing alike. No offense, Flair.
It doesn't matter. You're cursed with me.
Okay.
That's what happened.
Like twice removed thing. I don't know.
Yeah. I think so.
Or adopted.
Yes. Could work.
Perfect.
Awesome.
Let's
Going back, as you guys start heading towards the headmaster's office, Elias and Whitaker, the headmaster opens his door to the two of you into his office and says, "Please, come in." And
so you said that you've been needing teachers lately. Why is that? I'm simply just curious. Sorry. Pardon my abruptness.
As he lets the two of you in, he goes back and shuts the door, and as he shuts the door, he makes his way back behind his desk. He points to a group of chairs in front of him that are lined up like if he was to have guests. He goes, "I will tell you in just a moment. Please have a seat. Let me tell you why." And he sits.
Do you mind if I stand? I've been traveling on horse all day.
I guess that's fine. And he sits in his chair, staring at the two of you. I don't know what you two have heard about what goes on at the school, but unfortunately, we had an accident last year that took the lives of one of our esteemed professors. And he kind of looks down at his hands for a moment, and he looks back up at you guys and goes, "We lost a very dear friend by the name of Professor Talfadine. I don't really want to get into what happened, but
Of course.
It was unfortunate, and it did happen during one of our more notable events, the exhibition. And
what is that?
I would say
Sorry, I do alchemy, not magic. Sorry.
you wouldn't have an idea, but I would say the others, Whitaker, you would, because you did hear it before when you guys all were talking back in the hallway. That is the yearly event called the Annual Magic Arts Exhibition, also anagrammed AMAE. And he looks back up and goes, it was a yearly event that we held to determine who would place as one of our more powerful wizards, sorcerers, or general casters, but based on the previous events, we are no longer holding it this year. On my discretion, and my discretion alone.
Are you holding another event to take place?
No. Last year, everybody watched as a dear, important member of Morgus Academy's faculty perished in front of everybody. It scarred everyone. I mean, some people took it a little harder than others, but a lot of people did not forget. So, no. We are not holding anything in its place.
I think your issue here is marketing.
You think marketing was the problem that killed one of our faculty last year?
No, that's not what killed a faculty member. I'm sure that was some evil bullshit. What I'm saying is your response is bad marketing, because you say they all saw someone die and that it scarred them. But we are a school. It built character. As my lighting source falls and plummets behind my camera. So in this mood lighting, I would like to take advantage and remind you that death is just part of a cycle, right? We are born, we live, we die. Everyone dies at different times, from different means, different ways, and sometimes seeing such atrocities at such a young age can formulate the mind and prevent such atrocities from occurring again in the future, because whenever they would be tempted to do evil, they'll remember a tragic moment and fall in a corner and cry.
While this spiel is happening, can I take like a walk around the room as if I'm like looking at knickknacks and stuff? And I just want to make a perception check. Did I remind me, Billy, because I didn't play last week.
Mm-hmm.
Did I see the shroud as well? I have it written in my notes, but I can't remember if I actually saw it.
I would say you've seen a sketch of it. However, you don't see anything that like resembles it. But roll me a perception check very quickly, and while you do that, Whitaker, he looks up at you and goes, "I would have probably not heard any of the things you've just said, but for some reason, a change in mood has hit my heart just a little bit deeper." And he ponders for a moment.
Magic school.
That's a 14.
You don't notice too much out of the ordinary. It looks like a professional's office. Like, it's very minimal. A lot of the place around it is kind of like wood paneling almost, and there's like a little bit more ornate carpet on the floor, like crushed carpet. The desk is a little bit fancier. It looks like a cedar. And on the wall, you notice like a couple trophies and stuff like that. You don't notice anything that would resemble the shroud. You do, however, notice like there is a swirling orb on the like one of the shelves that is just kind of like it almost looks like mystical. It almost looks like what you've seen in Fizzo's tower when you guys were all meeting up, but it looks like a very small version of that. But that's the only thing that sticks out besides a big chest on the floor that says uniforms.
I'm gonna hang around the orb and kind of like peer into it. Like I'm putting on a show. Like I am like, oh, this is really cool, you know. And I'm gonna turn around and be like, what does this do?
Nothing. Step away from that, please.
Oh, of course. My bad. I just never been in a headmaster's office.
That's more than fine. It's
So tell me, headmaster, what ensures our safety this year? You say that there's you're canceling this event, but that does not stop perpetrators from casting curious spells.
Very good at security.
We found a very interesting component lying about in the hallways. So clearly there's some
Tomfoolery.
behavior. Yes, tomfoolery. Great word.
I got you, Barbs.
Oh, God, love you.
Where did you find that powder?
In the hallway where you saw us.
Yes.
Interesting. Well, to make things clear, we have a massive barrier around the school that keeps people from perishing. The spell Spare the Dying has been imbued with the barrier to make sure that people don't pass. It's...
Yeah?
Somebody perished in your school. As a security detail, I'm just wondering how secure this barrier really is.
Where did you get your security certification from, if I do ask?
Actually, I'm working on it. This is kind of like a side gig.
Like a side gig at a prestigious school in the middle of
No, not this being the side gig. I'm talking about like security being my side gig.
Yes.
The teacher would be my main gig, and then my third gig would be the Khaos Krew, which I'm sure you've heard about in town.
Doesn't ring a bell.
Oh, right.
You son of a... I mean, that's unfortunate. They are quite an illustrious guild, yes.
Feel I would have heard of them by now if I...
We're just getting started, actually. We're only, silver.
Oh.
On a completely unrelated note, I've always been more of a dog person.
Oh.
I like cats. Anyways, what do you need from us to be teachers?
I was thinking about that until you said the dog person comment, but I also...
Too late, wearing the robe. On payroll.
Got it. Can't make edits this time of the semester.
I don't have a uniform yet.
Unfortunately, I don't think I have much of a choice. But yes, we are lacking professors because of what happened, and filling in would ease the load on a lot of our team right now.
Your professor, who sadly passed. I'm sorry, my condolences. What did they teach?
Well, they actually teach. Funny enough, they teach alchemy.
Interesting.
Interesting, indubitably.
Barbs, what do you teach?
Yes. So the thing that I am curious of, as a collector of curiosities and curios, is do you keep tabs on your professors and spells they cast within the premises?
Lots of professors cast lots of spells as examples, and as...
Right, but if someone were to cast dark magics, for instance, would you be aware?
There hasn't... Like what?
Anything using a crushed black pearl.
I'm just curious if you are a headmaster. I assume you have your own things in place around the school that if someone were up to no good, you would be able to sense it. I'm going
Perhaps
to
a
cut to the
barrier.
chase. Here's the sticky wicket of it, Headmaster. That black pearl dust was pooted on the floor by one Professor Tessa. Explain. Yes.
As he
I don't know anything about a woman shitting on the floor. Sir. I don't.
No, this was
Barbs,
this was
are you
before
okay?
Elias,
Are you-
This before Elias approached.
Barbs? Have you been taking your meds?
Yes.
Is your old age acting up again?
As he,
My faculties are all in a row.
he gets
course.
louder than the two of you. He goes, "That is quite," and then right before that, he goes, "I think somebody is coming." And Marlon, Flair, and Hilder, you guys are right outside, coming to the office. As you feel like, as you guys are making your way there, whether you're sneaking or not, that's completely fine. You feel as the door, you see the door to the headmaster's office just open, and you hear a loud voice booming out in the hallways. You guys are by yourself. There's no other students out in the hallway at this point.
Was this where the necromancy and conjuration was still coming from? I thought you said it had moved.
This is where conjuration is coming from.
I was gonna go towards the necromancy.
Necromancy is on the other side. It is not near the headmaster. That is going to be completely the opposite direction, past the dorms.
I didn't like that the necromancy had moved, but now we're here.
If you guys were going
We
to get
still
your
needed
uniforms,
a uniform.
you did need a
Mhm.
uniform.
Yeah.
But
Then
if you're
we
not
can
going
check
that
out
way,
the necromancy.
completely up to you.
Oh, I've all screwed up now.
We had 15 minutes until the office closed, and I don't think we were going back there while there was people there.
Yeah, I was waiting to go into the headmaster's office until there was no one in there.
Okay, then you guys are still outside.
Well, I was heading towards the necromancy place. If we were going by the headmaster's office to go to the place where I felt the necromancy, then that's fine. But
So if you
that's
go
where...
to necromancy, you're going to be going the opposite direction. You're going to be going towards the dorms, behind the dorms.
I'm fine with that. Necromancy, scary.
Okay.
I'm sorry to interrupt your narrative.
That is okay. I just wanted to make sure that you guys got the uniform beforehand. So, all right. Going back to it. He stands as he looks at both of you and says, I would just like to discuss bringing the both of you on. I don't want to discuss anything that has happened prior. I don't want to discuss... If you are accepting the position, then you are accepting the position. But I will deal with Professor Tessa myself.
What's your payroll like?
What is my payroll like? Have you ever heard of a teacher's salary? It is not. Unfortunately,
That's why I have my side gigs. Anyways, continue. What do you need?
I need you to take up heading the class of alchemy. And then he looks at you, Whitaker, and says, I need you to take up, and he looks down at his paper. I need you to take up conjuration, as we don't have a teacher for that any longer.
I thought... I'm bad at math, that's why I do alchemy. I thought only one teacher perished. Why do you need two?
One teacher did perish. Professor Tessa was our conjuration teacher, and after the events of last year, stepped back to head up a different field of magic.
Oh. That was
And
just
what field might that
miscommunication.
be?
Advanced arts, more of spell casting itself, verbal components.
Technique.
Yes, technique.
Yes.
I think Barbsy's saying you don't have any technique.
Oh, that's fine. Conjuration is right up my alley. How do you think I got the best Silu?
He
Is there a specific type of curriculum you want me to teach, or just like alchemy in general? Is this like an alchemy 101?
Have you ever taught anything before?
Yes. I have a daughter, sir.
Weirdly oversharing, but that's more than fine. I think.
And a son came out of the Weavern. Or Wyvern, depending on
We're oversharing,
your normal.
anyways. We're oversharing, anyways. What?
I think that is all I am going to need from the two of you, as you two get acquainted with the school itself.
Do I get a uniform? Like a professor outfit? Or like, can I just wear whatever?
Yes, you can have a uniform. And he turns back over to the chest, and he opens it with a key that he pulls off of his neck. And as he opens it, it opens, and he goes, "I make these special." And as he twists his hands and casts into the chest, you see as a uniform, like a professor garb, just appears, like almost like a model, like a mannequin holding it as it kind of pops out of the chest. And he like undoes like 2 buttons on it, and it just flies off the back and flies directly into his hand. And he goes, "As you walked in here, it should have taking your sizes in account." And he throws you the uniform, Elias.
I'm a big boy, thank you.
Yes, it's something I specialize in. And he turns back as he shuts the chest and he locks it with the key, puts it back.
You specialize in magical
Tailoring?
I specialize in many different forms of magic, but one of them, unfortunately, leans in, is I can tailor really well.
I feel like that's a pretty useful like trait to have.
It's gotten me in a lot of places I would never expect.
You run a school, headmaster.
I do. I run a very good school.
That's a skill.
Could you show me to my classroom? I'm not very acquainted with the school.
I think you'll find it very easily, and
Is it gonna have my name on it?
You shouldn't have to teach until the next day, so it
okay.
is all the way down. He points out of the headmaster's office, goes, "It's down at the far end. It should be the only one that says professor with a name not currently attached to it."
Oh, the door we passed by.
It is the one that Whitaker exited.
Okay, awesome.
I think besides that, the only other thing I want to mention is I need you to be very careful around one of the students. It's one of the students. He is the head of the head of House Veneto, Terry Lapato. I need you to be very careful and very safe around him. His parents have a very big influence at the school, so anything that you do that might be unworthy of faculty will go right back to his parents, and it is not something that I would like to host.
I'll become best friends with this kid, I promise.
I wouldn't go that far.
Okay.
So hurt the boy every chance I have. Got it.
If you would like to lose your job and end up on a firing squad, good luck. But
I've been on many firing squads.
Barnaby has a extensive history.
Yes, many adventures.
Well, maybe you can find a dog person to tell that to. So, thank you so much for your time, and I'm gonna have to bid the both of you a good day. And
I leave the office. I'm done after that one.
He opens the door, like kind of looking smirmy, like he's real happy about what he said.
I kind of wink at him, like that was a good one. Like Elias is acknowledging that.
Yes, until next time, where we'll inevitably ask the question, "What's new, Pussycat?" Thank you for your time, Headmaster.
Oh, you're so funny. Wow.
Elias is walking head down, fastly, down the hallway.
Did I make a joke? I don't recall a joke.
As both of you exit the room, you hear the door open slightly, and he goes, "That is why you were not hired as a comedian." And the door shuts and locks behind you.
That is a giant cat person that makes magical robes. I do believe we are in hell.
You wanna come check out my classroom with me?
Sure. Let's go scrutinize. That's where the black pearl dust came from.
I have the sketchy classroom. Okay.
The sketchy classroom, yes.
When we get there, I'm gonna carve like where it says professor, and then after that, I'm gonna carve Whitlock was here. So it says Professor Whitlock was here into the wall, and then I go in.
Absolutely. Both of you make your way down there, and as you carve Whitlock into it, Elias and Whitaker, as you both get to the classroom and like open the door to check the office out or check the room out, you see inside is a lizard folk who's like sitting on a desk in a professor uniform, kind of just like looking at something in a small book. And as like both of you open the door, he almost startles. Before we get a chance to go to that, we're gonna go back to Flair, Marlin, and Hilder outside, heading towards the source of the necromancy. As you guys are making your way, it's past the dorms. It is not in the dorms. It is whatever is behind the dorms. As you guys look kind of past the dorms, I will not say you've made your way over there yet, but you have like you can see past the dorms, and you do see like a black iron fence kind of like surrounding the outside. But what's weird is looking where the fence ends. There's like I'm gonna need. What's your passive perception, everybody? The three
21.
of you. 21.
Mine is a good old 7.
7. What
We
was
got
it?
both sides.
Was it Flair?
14.
14. I would say Flair, you notice like the fence is a little bit off at one point. Marlin, you notice like the fence itself looks like an illusion. Like it looks like the back of it almost looks like it's like waving like water would. But before you are able to make your way over there, in front of it are 3 students. One of them wearing orange and blue robes, with his hair pulled back in a brown ponytail, with his black aviators on as he's talking to the other 2 students, pretty loudly, like just kind of talking about like what's going on. You guys are still spaced out from that, as you guys are spaced out.
Just kind of stopped walking for a second and was like, part of the fence that they're in front of isn't real.
Do you think they cast the spell on it?
I think that they're guarding whoever is casting the spell.
Well, do we want to come in just guns blazing? I mean, they look pretty cool, if I'm being totally honest.
They do look really cool. I mean, they're like, one of them is just looking real suave with his hair pulled back. It's real silky. The other 2 are just real into it.
I think the ponytail is kind of stupid, actually. He should probably just get the haircut. It's not really working for him.
He rocks it.
Maybe you could do that for him.
I could. Have you seen this sword? And I just like pull out my great sword and just like hold it by the handle.
We are going in
I'll
so
grab
much
the
trouble.
ponytail and you chop.
Just chop it right off. That sounds great. We'll probably have to tackle him first. Marlon, can you handle that?
Quick question.
Absolutely.
I thought we were
Yes.
trying to get beyond to the necromancy, and weren't we sent here with the express purpose not killing any kids?
We're just gonna give him a haircut, Marlon.
He's going. I'm sure you are very good at giving haircuts. However, maybe he's not very good at getting haircuts, and he's gonna like jerk back, and then it'll hit him, and it won't be your fault because nothing like that could ever be your fault. But then he'll still get hurt because of his own fault, but he'll blame you. You know.
We could just anticipate where he's moving and just follow along from that. Because we could try that. Also, you said you detected necromancy. I mean, usually necromancy is kind of bad, but I could cast protection from good and evil, if that would be helpful for everyone here.
We wait until they move? Is that
Well-
what you're suggesting?
then they're probably not going to move. They're probably going to, stand there until it's done. And
I could
so
move them for us.
Yes. Maybe
mean,
distract them?
It might. I could also do that. I have lots of dead snakes still in my pocket. And I have this rock. What does this do? I don't
Where
know,
did you
but
get
I
the
could show
snakes
them.
from?
I collected them in the field where I was living for a while.
Do we have anything that would help us in that regard?
Distracting them?
Distracting or getting past?
I could hit them and make them fly back 300 feet. But it might kill them.
Would not killing kids.
Hildur, you have fate, by the way, too.
I could.
Can you remind me what fate does?
1 or a 20 on your next roll.
Okay.
I could. So I always have the ability to try to charm or just hold someone with magic. I have a giant hole I could throw on the ground. I don't think that would help us.
They're kind of looking at us. Have they noticed us, Billy?
I would say the one with the brown ponytail, has already kind of clocked you guys, but the other two are still talking as, he's, looking at you, a little confused, but, he hasn't said anything yet.
We could tell them...
That is Mr. Latrot.
That is Terry the Trouter, yep.
Okay.
We could... Okay, what if we do this? We could maybe tell them that a teacher wants to talk to them, or they need to go back to their dorms. And then if that doesn't work, then we could, charm them or throw them in the hole.
Yeah, let's pretend that we're going to dob on them.
Just because it's Terry, I have a feeling that if we mention a teacher or a headmaster or anything of that sort, it will make them 10 times less likely to listen to us, because he does not like teachers, if I remember correctly. He very much doesn't like the headmaster.
We have to establish authority here, though, and I still don't have a uniform, so I'm not officially associated with the school yet. Maybe they would listen to me then.
You're welcome to try.
As you all are talking, Terry is making his way towards you guys at this point.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna stand up straighter and put my great sword over my shoulder and try to look really intimidating.
What did you say that it was around the back of the building? So we've come down one side and we can see them, or
yes,
is it just open field, or is it?
It is. There is a kind of a few sparse trees back there, but it is pretty open back there. As you look, the fence, you can see almost the whole fence besides the trees, but it's pretty flat, easy land.
The other two aren't coming over, are they?
Nope, just Terry by himself.
Okay. I'm not good at stuff like this. I'm trusting you two. I don't know.
We got this.
As you guys are standing there, Terry kind of makes his way a little bit closer as he gets up on you guys, and he's like, "So, what are you all doing back here?" As he kind of
Excuse me, we are here to investigate this building specifically. The headmaster has called us to check out this area. We were told that there is an immediate threat and everyone needs to evacuate this immediate area. So if we could just get past you.
You should roll me a deception check for sure. At disadvantage, because he has already had a run-in with these people. And it has not been well.
First one is 17. Second one is 15. Deception. 1 second. Okay. For 17.
He looks at you and he goes, Oh, like something's wrong here. Like what exactly is wrong here? I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name.
I don't think you need my name to respect what I am asking of you. So if you could please step aside, that would be appreciated. And I'm gonna walk past him.
He puts his hand in front of you to stop you and goes,
"Excuse me? I did not consent to this."
"Hold it right there, chap. Before you go diddly-daddling back there and trying to figure out..." Oh yeah, it's a chap. Before you go back there and try to figure out...
I'm a woman, thank you very much. So if you could restructure that sentence, that would be appreciated. Also, you don't have any authority here. So please step aside. It would be in your best interest to vacate the premises if you do not want to be hurt.
You're so cute. That's adorable. So let me tell you something.
Oh my gosh, I'm
here.
just gonna keep walking.
He turns back and goes, "Wouldn't take any steps forward. I mean, you know, you never know what's going to happen." As
I'm going to do detect magic.
Go for it. You, I would say if you're using detect magic, you would pick up necromancy, directly past these two that are standing there.
Okay.
That flare on the shoulder to cast guidance.
I'm gonna cast protection from evil and good on myself next. And then
I need to know specifically, what does protection from evil and good do really quick?
Yeah. Absolutely. Okay. Until the spell ends, one willing creature you touch is protected. I think I can cast it on myself. It's protected against certain types of creatures, aberrations, celestials, elementals, fae, fiends, and undead. The protection grants several benefits. Creatures of those types have disadvantage on attack rolls against the target. The target cannot be charmed, frightened, or possessed by them.
Perfect.
If the target is already charmed, frightened, or possessed by such creature, the target has advantage on any new saving throws against the relevant effect.
Absolutely perfect. Just had to make sure. Cool. Yeah, go for it.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And I am watching Terry's hands to see if he takes a wand out and begins casting. And if he is, I'm preparing to cast something on him.
Terry pulls his hand out from in front of Hildur and is letting Hildur go. As he cockily stands back, to just kind of watch as Hildur is making her way that way, and goes, "I hope you enjoyed your friend. Vominos."
Hildur. Well, wait.
I turn around.
He's not. Is he bluffing?
Roll an insight.
Can I put the mouse down on the ground and push it towards the hole, the fence?
You see this tiny little mouse
sacrifice.
I stomp on the ground behind it and see if it takes off.
You see this little mouse, terrified for its life, run. Go ahead. What was your insight, really quickly, Marlon?
19.
Give me 1 second.
Are you bullshitting me?
You insight on him. You don't know if he's lying, but you do sense an aura, an aura of just cockiness, exuding. He is almost stoked that Hildur is going this way. And he looks like he doesn't have anything. He's not casting. He's not doing anything. He's just waiting. He's just waiting for the situation to unfold. Hildur, at this point, a mouse is right up running by you. Do you keep going forward with the mouse as the mouse is heading that way?
No, I've turned around and I'm kind of waiting for Flair if she's gonna say anything.
You go to turn around and both all of you are looking at each other for this brief moment as this mouse goes through, and it just goes. It vanishes past where the students are standing, right in front. As both of them kind of look at each other and go, "That's what he said." And the other one goes, "He did say that." And you hear Terry go, "I mean, you could just walk forward and kind of do what you do with that whole power vibe you got going on, or you could take a minute and just hear somebody out before you just go walk into the abyss." whatever you want to do, though, Chief.
If there is some magic casted here, we need you to take it down immediately.
At a magic school? Yeah, okay, sure. I like that. Really cool idea.
Go ahead.
What are you doing with a portal to the abyss?
A portal to the abyss? It is here. We got a fancy little letter that told us to come here, and we are here now. So, what are you doing here is a good question to ask. I suppose you all got the letter too, right?
We were told by the headmaster to head down here and take care of the situation.
We got the letter. Hilda, it's okay. He knows.
Roll me a deception at advantage for that sly move.
You have guidance.
What is
Remember,
guidance?
It's a +4.
Okay.
A D4.
Plus a D4, not a
Oh,
Sorry.
no, that's okay. Deception. No plus, but 21.
He looks at you guys and goes, I always thought there was a little bit more to you guys. You didn't look so, empty up there, if you know what I mean. Well, we got invited to keep the exhibition going. So there's a spot that we can do it, and it's right where your little mouse pal just ran into. I assume that's what you know, if you actually took time to read the letter. It didn't just blow your nose into it as he looks over at Hilda when he says that. But can't do that until looks kind of up at the sun and looks back down and goes, a couple more hours until we can all enter and actually hold an exhibition with no holds barred, if you know what I mean.
Last year's exhibition wasn't enough of too many rules, isn't it?
He steps a little closer to you, goes, yeah, there was too many rules. We're not talking about last year's exhibition. So he looks kind of angry as he says that.
Not proud of last year's exhibition?
No, I'm not exactly stoked about it. It didn't. I won, and that's that. That's it. So.
Okay.
Yeah. He looks at you guys. Are you in, or are you all gonna wuss out and, I don't know, probably go back to Canary Yellow School and continue being, as he points at you, Marlon, and being one of the little piss ants that joined my team, and looks at Hilda and go, I don't know, being a security guard or something. Whatever you do.
Blair kind of steps up close to him, just like, we're here, aren't we?
Fair point. I like the courage. And he turns back and looks at his friends and goes, all right, well, listen, we've got a couple hours until it starts, and then we all go into the portal together. And then we see who's the real champion of Morgus Academy. And he lights up with this burning look of just competition.
This is going to be a fun first day.
Yeah. Welcome to Morgus. And he has a big creaking smile on his face.
I turn to Marlon. Is this actually something we wanted to take care of? What was the goal coming here?
Whisper voice. To find out what was going on. And we're finding out.
And get involved?
I think we have to.
Do we? I still need the uniform.
And one of these, There's a few people that doesn't care.
Hilda, as you say that out loud, not out loud, but you say it loud enough for him to pick up on, he goes, well, I mean, if you don't want a prize for, winning, then maybe you guys can scamper off back to your little dorms. That's fine.
I'm sorry, but a little high school prize is nothing in comparison to the adventures we've seen, so you can keep your stupid price.
That's cool. You probably scared off some toads from some villagers or something. I'm talking about a magical item that might change your life, there, Chief. So, whatever,
Magical item that might change your life.
Oh, I'm
Piss
sorry.
off.
Oh, man, you're my favorite security guard. I can't wait to buy your salary out. So let me know if the rest of you guys are into this whole competition thing we're running. If not, hopefully I see you on graduation day or wherever you go. And he turns back and starts walking towards his group.
I don't think we'll be able to keep our promise to the wizard.
No, I think that I want to kill him very much.
No more
Tragic
haircut?
if another accident happened to him.
But then we at least have a uniform for you, Hilda.
I mean, at the very end of that is that going to matter? How long did we want to stay here?
I don't know, we shouldn't leave without Whitaker and Elias, though, right?
The fact that he said item, a magic item, there's no way, right?
That's something we were looking for?
There's no way.
Are we not above this? This is high school tricks? We are adventurers? We've seen a lot of shit.
Adventure, Hilda. Adventure.
With idiot 14-year-old boys.
Yeah, but we'll win then, you know?
Okay, whatever you guys want to do.
We gotta find Whitaker and Elias.
I don't even care about the competition, Hilda. It's just we need, or at least I need to see what the prize is. If it's something that we're supposed to get, that's what I was thinking.
Oh, okay.
There's no way, right?
All right. Can we contact Whitaker or Elias?
I will say you know where Whitaker last was. So you can head to that location and see if you can find him there. But as you guys discern that, I will give you the moment while you all do that. We're going to cut back over to Elias and Whitaker, back entering the supposedly empty office as both of you open the door to this lizard folk who slams the book shut real fast and goes, "Why, yes, you're supposed to be here, and this is your office. I apologize. I will be on my way. Thank you." And
I clamp a hand on the shoulder. Who are you? And what are you doing in my office? And I'm gonna kind of push him back into the room in front of me.
Very well. I am Professor Cartwright, and I am one of the leading founding professors of Morgus Academy. Now, if you'll excuse me, I would like to shemmy on, if you don't mind.
Tell me what you were doing in here, sir. And why did you use the word ashemi?
Because I understand big words like that. But let me be very clear. Everything in this office was finders keepers before it was cleaned out, so I was just taking anything in here that,
I'm gonna snatch the book out of his hand.
Roll me a sleight of hand check to just get it from him.
Yeah, I'm gonna bully this person. That is sleight of hand.
Mm-hmm.
That is a 13.
A 13. He doesn't have very astute skills in terms of dexterity or strength or anything in between. As you grab it and pull this book out of his hand, he goes, "Oh, do you find yourself clever? Do you feel stronger because you're a bully?" That's
What policy?
He's standing at about 6'1".
Okay, I'm 6'9", so I'm just gonna hold it above his head and open it to the page that he was looking at.
I say, close the book. Stands at 5'8", by the way. He as you hold it directly above, as you open to the page, falling out is a couple like torn up pieces of paper that look.
Barnaby, grab them.
You.
I shall collect these papers.
Okay. A moment, please, as you scoop up these papers. Looking at them, they're spell scrolls. Like, a couple of them are different spells. That could be activated right now. Like, that is how potent and, like, charged these are.
Are you pirating material from the school you founded?
Well, I didn't found it. I am one of the I started with the rest of them. That is what one of the founding members kind of...
Yeah, I don't really give a shit.
Yes, you are a founding member who did not found. Yes.
Yes.
Great story.
I was a starting member. Anyway, can you give me the book and give me the papers back? That is all I ask. It's none of your business and none of your concern.
Oh, but we're also professors here, so I do think it is of some concern.
You're in my room.
His materials.
That is utterly fantastic. That is still my book and my papers. So if you're going to...
Is it?
Insight.
Go ahead and roll me an insight check.
That is 18.
He looks nervous that you felt like after that fell out, like he's sweating a bit, as he looks back and says, "Professors or not, that is utterly of no one's concern. I need those books and those scrolls."
You're gonna listen to me, and you're gonna go sit in the back of my classroom, and you're gonna tell me what you were doing going through my shit.
You hold no authority. I am the leading professor here. I am one of the
I start
first.
to pull the scythe off my back, and I just lean on it.
You lean on it, and you hear a buzzing burn of a small grung going, "I cannot say enough! Do not kill people in this school! I have not made myself more clear! Do not murder anybody here!"
I'm toning it out. I'm not even gonna
slowly
respond.
just peels back.
Go sit. Go sit in the corner.
Question for you, Professor Cartwright. You said you are a founding teacher who did not found anything, but you're also a lead teacher. So, one more time. Who are you?
I am Professor Cartwright.
Yes.
I am one of the
Yes.
professors here that I
Yes?
teach basic
What?
studies of magical arts.
Basic. Oh, lead teacher teaching basics. Okay, wonderful.
Oh,
Just as long as we're all on the same page.
Barnaby, get a hold of this guy.
I know. Ooh, he's such a tough man. He's a founding leader teaching basics.
Are you done with your hobbly hob? Are you done with this whole thing that you're doing? This
Hobbly
little
hob?
bit. Yes, hobbly
Are
hob.
you making up words to
Why would I
sound
make
cool?
up words to sound cool? I'm not making up words. These are real words. Idiots.
Alright, just tell me what the fuck you were doing in my office. And then we'll let you go. I literally just don't give a shit. I just want to know why the fuck you were in here.
Great. It was nobody's office when I started, and now it is somebody's
name-
office within...
Ah, yes, when you started as a founding member teaching basics.
I'm sorry,
Yes.
what do you teach around here, Professor?
I teach conjuration, big boy.
Oh, fantastic! Something that preschoolers learn in their first magical arts school. That's adorable.
You know what they learn first? Basics, you prick.
I teach alchemy, so I feel like I'm kind of the head honcho here. Please just take a seat so we can have a conversation.
I just want to know. What's this spell scroll do? And I'm going to open it and read it.
You open it?
And I'm gonna hold him back, like I'm a hand on the chest, so he doesn't go for Barnaby.
You open it? You open it. Are you like opening it? Are you using it? I need to know that.
Fuck it. Sure. Yes. I'm just going to fucking higgity figgity.
Chaos.
Give me
Best
one
What's the
team.
worst that
second.
could happen?
Best
Right?
team. Best team.
I got backup characters. Fuck it.
Never mind.
You open.
You're gonna need two.
You.
Great.
Oh fuck! Don't kill me.
Well, you know. How's your constitution, Elias?
I am a hefty boy.
All right, you might survive.
Oh my god.
No, I'm not. I'm not that hefty. I lied. I'm a liar.
Shit.
One thing, first, you open the scroll and a small letter falls out. But as you open the scroll, like you open it,
Which letter?
it's a small little it was in the scroll itself. So it looks like when you opened it, like
an L, an M,
an entire small little envelope, like a little
D, the letter D.
But as you use this scroll, it looks like there is one word on it. You open it and like you go to use it, you mimic the word and you say it.
Yes.
Opens a portal to the abyss.
Is it a powerful word?
It is a very powerful word. As Professor Cartwright falls to the ground in front of you, as stiff as nails. As you see Professor Cartwright's eyes just close, and he is laying on the ground in front of you.
Drop it! Drop it! Drop it! Go get the headmaster!
Okay.
No!
Marlin, Blair, and Hilder, you guys were coming to this room looking for Whitaker just moments ago, correct?
Barnaby, we're gonna blame Tessa. We're gonna blame Tessa. She was in here fucking around with the black powder.
Oh my god! We're gonna walk in on goddamn Breaking Bad.
Did we say that we were heading that direction? I thought we were just
heading that direction. We were heading towards where Whitaker was.
Okay, so we left. Okay.
The three of you, go back to where you last seen Whitaker get pulled in. As you open the door to see Elias and Whitaker standing in front of the cold body of a professor of the school, a lizard folk. And that is where we are ending tonight's episode, as we pick up next time to figure out what happened to Professor Cartwright and what's going on with the zany school of magic. So,
why would you read it?
I love it. Why wouldn't you? Are you kidding me?
Oh.
I'm just saying, Whitaker, Elias, best team up. Every time we split the party, this is how it happens.
Alrighty, everybody. I hope you enjoyed tonight's episode. I'm going to leave you with that. Check out all of our episodes on Spotify this Sunday. I know I said it before. We had some issues last time. They should be out this Sunday. Hopefully to episode 3, but fingers crossed. Other than that, everybody, thank you for watching. We hope to see you next episode on the next part of School of Hollow Knocks. I'm having a lot of fun, so let's kick butt, guys. See you later. Oh wait, no, raid! Oh, I got a raid! Oh my god! Okay, got it.
You got it.
All right, raiding.